The sky in December 2025. In the Northern Hemisphere, the length of nights increases significantly in December, providing important advantages for sky observation. Falling temperatures reduce turbulence in the atmosphere, improving visibility. On cloudless nights, the sky becomes more stable and observable with higher resolution. The astronomical winter begins with the winter solstice on December 21st. This period is when nights are the longest of the year. Although the number of observable nights is limited, the length of the available nights and atmospheric conditions make them extremely suitable for high-quality observations. In December, the sky offers a rich spectacle, especially with the rising of winter constellations. The Orion constellation becomes one of the most striking areas of the sky from the early hours of the night. It is followed by Sirius, the brightest star of the winter season. Thanks to its high brightness, Sirius can be easily observed even from areas with relatively high light pollution. The moon will be in its cold full moon phase at the beginning of the month, significantly increasing its brightness in the sky. This can temporarily make observing faint stars and deep space objects difficult. Therefore, the post-full moon period will be more suitable for observations. Throughout December, it is possible to add comets, a meteor shower, bright planets, and numerous remarkable deep space objects to your observation schedule. We have compiled the celestial events that can be easily followed in December, following the cold full moon on December 4th. December 7th, Moon, Jupiter, and Pollux in close proximity. The moon, beginning to move away from its full moon phase, will be visible in the same sky region as Jupiter, one of the brightest planets in the sky, and Pollux, a bright star in the Gemini constellation, on the evening of December 7th. The close proximity of these three celestial bodies can be seen with the naked eye even from city centers with light pollution. To observe, it will be sufficient to look towards the eastern horizon around 9 p.m. December 8th. Mercury and Venus on the eastern horizon. Mercury is one of the most difficult planets to observe due to its proximity to the Sun. However, on the morning of December 8th, just before sunrise, it will be briefly visible on the eastern horizon with a brightness of approximately 0 magnitude. Following Mercury, the much brighter Venus will rise. With an apparent brightness of approximately -4 magnitude, Venus is one of the most striking planets in the sky. Since both planets will be quite close to the horizon, it is recommended that observations be made from a high point with a clear view. December 10th. The Moon and Regulus in close position. On the night of December 10th, the Moon, approaching its last quarter phase and approximately 70% illuminated, will be visible in close proximity to Regulus, the brightest star in the Leo constellation. Regulus, with a brightness of approximately 1.4 magnitude, will rise above the eastern horizon after midnight, offering a clearly visible appearance alongside the Moon. This close approach can be observed with the naked eye as well as through binoculars. December 13th to 14th. Geminid meteor shower peaks. One of the most impressive meteor showers of the winter season, the Geminids are active throughout December, but reach their peak on the nights of December 13th and 14th. In a dark observation environment away from light pollution, it may be possible to see approximately 40 to 50 meteors per hour. The most important feature that distinguishes the Geminid meteor shower from others is that it originates not from a comet, but from an asteroid called 3200 Phaeton. These particles, entering the Earth's atmosphere at a speed of approximately 35 kilometers per second, create bright and slow trails, offering a visually impressive observation. This year, the late rising of the moon will ensure that the sky remains darker, improving observation conditions. A clear and dark area where you can see the eastern horizon will be sufficient to watch this meteor shower. December 18th. Moon and Mercury in close position. On the morning of December 18th, approximately 1 hour before sunrise, it will be possible to observe the crescent moon together with Mercury, which is located directly above it. Mercury, which is usually difficult to observe due to its proximity to the Sun, becomes briefly visible in the morning twilight during this close approach. When viewed from an observation point with a clear line of sight and unobstructed horizon, the red supergiant star Antares in the constellation Scorpio, located in the nearby region, can also be seen. This observation will offer a remarkable sky view, especially for those using the naked eye and binoculars in the morning hours. December 19th, 3I/Atlas at its closest point to Earth. 3I/Atlas, one of the most notable celestial objects of recent times, will pass its closest point to Earth on December 19th and begin its receding phase. During this closest approach, the distance of the object from Earth will be approximately 270 million kilometers. Although it is difficult to observe directly with amateur telescopes, current data on the position, brightness, and movement of 3I/Atlas in the sky can be tracked through various astronomical observation platforms. For those interested in observation, we are sharing one of these resources in the description section. December 21st, solstice. On December 21st, astronomical winter begins in the Northern Hemisphere. The solstice will occur around 6 p.m. This date represents the day when nights are longest during the year. Following the solstice, days begin to lengthen very slowly in the Northern Hemisphere, while the Southern Hemisphere experiences the longest days of summer. Astronomically, this transition is one of the important turning points in the Sun's annual movement in the sky. December 31st, the Moon and the Pleiades open star cluster in close proximity. On the evening of December 31st, about an hour after sunset, a remarkable alignment can be observed in the sky when looking at the eastern horizon. First, Jupiter is noticeable with its high brightness, followed immediately by the Moon in the Taurus constellation and the Pleiades open star cluster located near it. The Moon, approaching its full phase, and Jupiter, with a brightness of approximately -2.7 magnitude, offer an impressive night sky that is easily visible even to the naked eye on the last night of the year. Especially with binoculars, the Pleiades cluster is clearly distinguishable despite the brightness of the Moon. Planets in December. Mercury. Mercury, usually difficult to observe due to its close orbit to the Sun, becomes relatively favorable in December. Especially in the first half of the month, it can be briefly observed in the eastern horizon before sunrise with a brightness of approximately -0.4 magnitude. Mercury will be in the Libra constellation at the beginning of the month and in the Scorpio constellation in the following days. Because it will be close to the horizon, observations are recommended from a high point with a clear line of sight. Venus. Known as the morning star, Venus continues to show itself in the morning hours in December. Rising in the eastern horizon shortly before sunrise, Venus is easily noticeable as soon as it leaves the horizon with its apparent brightness of approximately -4 magnitude. Venus will be relatively close to Mercury in the sky during this period, and observing the two planets together, especially in the morning twilight, will offer a remarkable observation opportunity. Mars. The red planet Mars is not in a favorable position for observation in December. Due to its relatively close angular position to the Sun, Mars remains very close to the horizon, making observation of the planet difficult. More favorable observation conditions for Mars will arise in the coming months. Jupiter. Jupiter stands out as the most remarkable planet of December nights. Located in the Gemini constellation throughout the month, Jupiter rises from the early hours of the night and can be observed almost all night long. Thanks to its apparent brightness of approximately -2.6 magnitude, it is easily visible even to the naked eye. With binoculars and small telescopes, Jupiter's Galilean moons can also be easily seen. Saturn. Saturn will be observable from sunset until midnight throughout December. The planet will be located near the Aquarius constellation and will have a brightness of approximately 1 magnitude. During this period, Saturn's rings gradually become clearer depending on our viewing angle. This means more favorable conditions for telescopic observations. It will also be visible in close proximity to the Moon on December 26th. Uranus and Neptune. Uranus and Neptune are among the planets that require optical equipment because they are too faint to be seen with the naked eye. In December, Uranus will be located in the constellation Taurus with an apparent magnitude of approximately 5.6. It can be seen even with good binoculars in a dark sky. In observations made with a telescope, it can be distinguished as a small disk. Neptune, on the other hand, will be located around the constellation Pisces with an apparent magnitude of approximately 8. Because it is fainter than Uranus, observing Neptune usually requires a small or medium-sized telescope. Both planets can be observed with accurate position information and suitable observation conditions. What else can be observed in December? December offers an extremely rich observation program for amateur astronomers and those interested in sky observation. From the Geminid meteor shower to the interstellar object 3I/Atlas approaching Earth, from bright planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, and Venus to the Moon's close approaches to different constellations, many celestial events can be followed this month. From the perspective of deep space observations, the Andromeda Galaxy, the Pleiades open star cluster, and the Orion Nebula are among the prominent targets. In addition, bright stars such as Betelgeuse, Rigel, Aldebaran, Castor, Pollux, Capella, and Sirius become easily distinguishable in the sky as the winter constellations become more prominent. The Moon's deep space object, the Orion Nebula. The Orion Nebula, M42, located in the Orion constellation, is one of the most popular deep space targets of winter nights. Although it can be seen as a faint brightness with the naked eye, observations made with binoculars and especially telescopes reveal a highly detailed and impressive structure. Located just below the three stars that form the belt of the Orion constellation, this giant nebula is approximately 1,500 light-years away and is one of the closest star-forming regions to Earth. Because it contains numerous young and newly forming stars, it also holds an important position in the study of stellar evolution. The Orion Nebula is one of the ideal targets for nighttime observation throughout December. December 2025 offers one of the most productive periods of the year for sky watching. The longer nights, calmer atmosphere, and the rising of winter constellations create ideal conditions for both beginners and experienced observers. The close proximity of the Moon to planets and star clusters, the Geminid meteor shower, and the ability to observe bright planets throughout the night make this month particularly noteworthy. Whether you're observing with the naked eye, binoculars, or a telescope, the December sky offers a plethora of opportunities for observers of all levels. By choosing the right time and a suitable observation point, you can experience this richness of the sky up close in the last days of the year. See you again in the next video. May the skies be clear. If you love exploring the unknown, hit subscribe and give this video a like.